Okay, so why do you think we need a Pidyon Ben or a ceremony like a Pidyon Ben and a retrial for Jesus, for Yeshua nowadays?
Okay, it's good you say like, because really we are not going to do Pidyon Ben to Jesus, because when he was a baby, 1 month old, his parents did for him Pidyon Ben, like every
Redeeming of the firstborn
yeah,
son.
every firstborn when he's baby we do Pidyon Ben. So what we talk about is something similar to Pidyon Ben. Why is correct to use this term of Pidyon Ben when we talk about redeem Jesus from the hand of the priest? He was sold to the priest, right? So we have to redeem it back, to take it, to buy it from the priest again. Something we give to the priest don't belong anymore.
Buying back.
Yeah, we have to reverse the action of selling Jesus to the priest. So why this concept of Pidyon Ben, we use it still? In Baba Kama, they call the ceremony of Pidyon Ben
Yeshua Ben.
Yeshua Ben.
What is Baba Kama?
In Baba Kama,
What is that?
It's a book. It's in Talmud.
Ah.
In the Talmud, in the Oral Torah, in the Masechet Baba Kama, page 80, if I'm not wrong, in the end of this page, it is written that the second page in Baba Kama, if I'm not wrong, it is written a story about rabbis that go to a ceremony that go to Yeshua Ben, right? And Rashi explained that this is a ceremony of Pidyon Ben, of redemption of the firstborn. Right? So it's interesting that this is the way the Jewish call this ceremony. It means each baby that we redeem, we do for him a Pidyon Ben, is like Yeshua.
It's like redeeming Yeshua in every baby? Maybe.
Yeah. Every baby represent Yeshua. He's a firstborn. Right? The Mashiach represents the firstborn. He's the firstborn from the side of the body of Mashiach, like Esav, and he's the firstborn to his mother, like Yosef. It means what Jesus calls the blood of Mashiach. It contains these two concepts of birthright. In both of them, we have to do a Pidyon Ben. These two concepts, we call them Esav and Yosef. Esav, brother of Yaakov, born Jew, and he is the firstborn to his father. And Yosef is firstborn to his mother only. Only the mother, always the mother have to do with the soul, the father have to do with the body. Right? If you do the gematria of Esav plus Yosef, equal 532, what is Yeshua with all the finning letters? Yud, Shin, Vav, Ayin. Yeshua. Right? So it's why in the moment we want to bring back Jesus to Am Israel, it means to take him out from the hand of the priest. It means he belongs to the priest. It's like he belongs to God. Don't belong to us anymore. We cannot use it anymore. He was giving away to the priest. A present we give to the priest. Anything we give to the priest have a holiness that belong to the priesthood only. If I give a fruit, a first fruit to the priest, I'm not allowed to eat it. It's a very big sin, right? I cannot eat it anymore. It have a holiness that belongs to the priesthood. Now, if I want to redeem this holiness from the hand of the priest, like the firstborn from the beginning should be priest. It's why they belong to the priesthood. Because in the past, the firstborn was a priest. All right, so from the beginning, they are priest, if any firstborn. So we want to redeem him from the hand of the priest. It's why we do an act of Pidyon HaBen. So now the father can take his son from the hand of the priest. If not, he belongs to the priest, the son, the firstborn. The same thing about Jesus, right? I can't say Jesus belongs to me because I am a priest. He don't belong to my rabbi. So I propose him to do an act, a ceremony, what is like Pidyon HaBen. It means he will pay me an amount of money that symbolize like we pay amount of money to the priest when we do a Pidyon HaBen, you know, a certain amount of money that symbolize the secret of the two blood, the two quality of the firstborn from the father and from the mother, two blood, two money, blood is money in Hebrew. To do a ceremony like this with my rabbi, to bring back, first of all, through him, Jesus to Am Yisrael.
And this is first because he was Jewish, I guess, right?
What?
And this is first because he was Jewish, and Jews should not sell one of their brothers. It has to be brought back. So
Of course.
this is why it's important.
Yeah, but he was sold to a Jewish.
Yes.
He's still a Jewish, he never started to be a Jewish. But he was giving away to the priesthood. Right, so now we have to reverse this action and to do this ceremony that is like you said, a ceremony of Pidyon HaBen. Because people ask me, why to do Pidyon HaBen to Jesus? His father did it for him already. Of course.
And the retrial as well? I mean, you think it's needed?
Well, after the Pidyon HaBen will be a state of preparation. After the preparation we plan to do a retrial for Jesus. Me against 10 rabbi as a TV show.
Debate.
For a long period of time. So this will be an opportunity for all the world to learn what is Mashiach, what is Jesus, what is the Trinity, what is...
So it's an educational program, basically.
It's a program education in a way that is interesting to see because it's like a I use a catch. It's like a fight between 10 against 1. So everybody
arguments from both sides.
In the moment,
clarification.
Always,
process.
It's very commercial to see a fight in movie, in TV, right? Why we like to see football? Because this is my team and this is his team. I want to see who win.
Like
my
game.
team was
it's a
all right.
game,
So the Christian, we want to see what I answer to the rabbi, and the Jewish will want to see what the rabbi have to say against Jesus, against the Christian. This is the way we'll start, right? Slowly, the Christian will understand a little bit more the rabbi, and the Jewish will understand a little bit more the Christian and Jesus. This is what will happen.
It's learning about each other.
Everybody will learn about the other side in this. So, in one way, it's very attractive as a commercial action thing that will happen in TV.
But it's also a correction process.
But it's very attractive as commercial program that people will like to see it. Another way, it will be education too. It's like we have bad rectification of bad. What is this fighting is bad, right? So we have a rectification of a bad thing for a good cause, for education, right? So this will be the retrial. But you just ask about this Pidyon HaBen, why we have to do it. After the retrial, each one personally will do it. First of all, it's only a general soul of Am Yisrael, the biggest rabbi that did it in the name of everybody, because he's a general soul. But each one personally will do it after the retrial. He will say Baruch haba b'shem Hashem, and he will pay an amount of money that symbolizes these two blood. I will tell you with your blood you will live, I will tell you with your blood you will live. ואומר לך בדמי חיי ואומר לך בדמי חיי.
I think even Jesus said it, you will not see me again until you receive me with Baruch haba b'shem Hashem.
Yes, all right. So in this ceremony, of course, the
Jewish
rabbi, when he is going to do it, the biggest rabbi is going to say this word, of course.
To bless in the name of God.
Yeah. There are many gematziot in this word that refer to the two blood, to the amount of money that is requested to pay.
Okay.
Thank you.